it's your guy Israel. Back here into another certain video. Do what we'll do to the end. I mean, it's been long we do video here on YouTube, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of something. So last week we did well on our term trade and it was amazing. I can't lie to you, it was amazing. I mean, one thing I always tell traders is this: you can always expect losses in the market. It's very simple to accept. You must lose as a trader. It doesn't happen often, but you want to make it less, right? So having a single loss doesn't make you a bad trader. Having twice loss doesn't make you a bad. You just need to know the trend, right? So this video is for this week. What we have, what we are expecting, what should we be doing, because right now there's nothing more to do except when the market is bearish. And I also told you guys, I know when I was shouting market is going to go up to 170, because the time it took to get there was a lot. I mean, we are talking about 3 weeks trading, because if you look at the time I marked this out, it should be like 3 weeks. It should be like almost 4 weeks now. The first week, the second week, the third week, and the fourth week. The fourth week is when we had a massive dump that I was expecting. So it took a lot of time. So that kind of trade now is supposed to be like 1:30 or something like that. So it was definitely a very good cook, and it's just because of the time. Sometimes people don't have really often that patience for swing trading. It takes a lot of time. I was if you look at here, I was calling markets around these zones, and it was amazing. We took out those liquidity. That was last week, and it happened very fast too. So we took our liquidity here, and then remember, this trend that is dumping like this have something that is coming for, right? This is not just an ordinary trend, because if you look at the monthly time frame here, we have a market selling from a point of sweep. So when the sweep happened was above, and if you look at the downside, we had trajectories of liquidity sweep. Like let's, for instance, now watch this. What's happening right now? We had a sweep, right? Then that sweep that happened, sorry, this was the sweep that I was talking about. We had a sweep here at a higher time frame. This was a monthly time frame, and then the sweep that happened have not taken our liquidity yet. Liquidity that created this sweep that happened right now is sitting at these zones, which is primarily what I was calling all the time, that market is going to touch 1384. I've recommended this to so many traders. It's just that the time that market took to get here, it's not easy to hold a trade for weeks or months. So when you have expenses or bills to sort out, so you always like to take profit. But I mean, that's just the thing about trading. The more you make more money, you learn to primarily leave some trade that is going to make you endless amounts of profit. So far in Ethereum, I delivered you guys with the best signals in the past 2 months. I've called markets from this level, from this level, from this level, from this level. Every single pullbacks that is expected, I've called it. So this week is what we are paying attention to. So what are the market trading on this week? What you should be looking out for, right? Now, if we are going to go to the 2 hours time frame, I don't often do this because I was just trying to get to a certain stage. Then I'll often drop videos for you guys here on YouTube. So but let's talk about it. If you check out my videos I dropped earlier this week on my short feed, I dropped when we made a good amount of money from this trade. And after that, markets put back. There's always things I use in confirmation. So market pull back, but you need to calculate how much we recovered from the bottom that we pumped from last week to above here is about 13%. That was a significant amount of recovery. It's a good amount of pullback. Actually, that's what I mean. It's a good amount of pullback. And after then, what are we looking out for? We're looking out for a change of character in a higher time frame. With that happening, there's nothing here in the market that's going to prove that. But see, this is what's going to happen. If market dumps from this zone, then meaning that the next upper candle that is going to come up will use us as a change of character. You get it now? That currently now we are selling the market to 1384. I don't know if you're going to reach 1300, but the liquidity is still at 1384. After then, whatever happens here is supposed to be a buy zone. I'm not even procrastinating on that. So if you look closely on a 1 hour time frame, we have a rejection twice at our nearest POI, which I often use here. If you go to a 15 minutes time frame, but this is a far trend, so I won't be able to use phone to view it well on the 15 minutes, but we have our rejection at this zone which I already picked. Then I have my A plus setup here that I already sniped in today, which is primitively going well. So what we are afraid of today is so simple, because we're having a CPI tomorrow. We want to see markets break this thing to be a breaker block. If not, we're going to have markets to pump from this level. If markets becomes like, if the news that comes out tomorrow tends to affect it, or if the stock market's opening today by, like, I mean, if trading that's going to happen today, anything at all, so pick this place as an entry levels is going to affect. But I want to see it, sorry for that, I want to see it break below. So we could just have something like this. We touch this place, you trend a little bit, sorry, touch this place, trend a little bit, break it, reverse here as a confluence on a 1 hour, a should be like 4 hour time frame, and then we continue downtrend. Expected target should be the same target we had, 1348. It's something like that happened to Ethereum, supposed to be happening to BTC. I mean, BTC is shorted yesterday, we took a loss. So far it's only one loss that I took this week actually, and it came very early because I noticed something on BTC. Often BTC tends to use a double bottom or a double top in terms of, okay, when it comes to shorting, BTC often tends to use a double top in terms of its shorts most times. Even when you have a sweep of previous liquidity, this is what BTC often does compared to when you are longing BTC. If you see like this long that we took here didn't just had a double bottom, but it permanently, after taking that liquidity, it took an POI or other block, whatever you might call it, at the 15 minutes time frame here that sent us to the top. Then we got rejected at this rejection at this place. This place was a rejection zone. If the market broke above it, we could have a change of character on a higher time frame, but that didn't happen. So market is now dumping towards two things. First of all is this POI that is here, which often BTC respects POIs a lot. This is a 1 hour POI. So if market respect this POI and do whatever it had to do there, or broke the POI, we expect us to be going down. And what's my target? I feel like the same way that is happening to Ethereum, it's just the same thing that's going to happen to BTC. We want to see markets take out our initial buy liquidity, because from here to here is a buy liquidity. Whatever happening here is what pushed the markets all the way to this place. So I want to see markets take out the liquidity here. So whatever happens from now, like after taking out this liquidity, whatever happens there is a buy zone. That's my own expectations. So thank you for watching, guys. Do want to subscribe, turn on notification. We want to keep you guys updated on new videos. Thank you, guys. Do want to subscribe, turn on notification. If you want to join our group, we have two groups. We have I turned our TG group to altcoin group. I'm gonna focus on trading on Bonk when they are live. I also want to participate in the airdrop, so that was what I'll be doing. But if you look at our TG group here, we have altcoin group here that drop very, very vital information on good altcoins to bag on the next bull market. And our WhatsApp group there, we drop our trade often. So thank you for watching, guys. Do want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Telegram channel, and join our WhatsApp. It's all free. I've never charged anything for my trade. Only on my hot group that's primarily going to be very, very vital in the future, but for now it's quite easy for people that know me to join here for now. But every other thing I've been posting it consistently for the past when we just started the space. So I think like things are going better. Trading has been quite simple and easy. A lot of things have been changed, but we thank God for that. That's the joy of trading, always getting better and getting to where you're always dreaming of. So I'll keep you guys updated. Want to make this money, subscribe, turn on notification. I'll keep you guys up. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.